How we doing, nation? I just wanted to remind you about something new going on here on the channel. We have our first Instagram page. It's called Cody's Card Closet. You can find it in the description below, or you can search Instagram for Cody's Card Closet. It's going to feature cards that you see right here on the channel. It's going to show off some more of my personal autograph collection, so you can check that out. It's also going to have some cards that are available for purchase, so then people who follow the page can get cards for a more reasonable price than they'd be able to on eBay with the fees that are found over there. And it'll help me out as well and help grow the channel. So make sure you go check out Instagram, Cody's Card Closet. Now on with the rest of the video. Thought we'd have a little fun with a hanger box from Walgreens. A lot of cards are kind of delayed, so you're not seeing a whole lot of new stuff at the stores. So I figured this might be fun. Kind of throw it back a little bit, watching some Korean baseball on TV, and we'll see what we get in this pack here of a Walgreens hanger. So we got first off, Topps Chrome Daniel Robertson rookie card from 2017, which I don't know if he'll be in the minor leagues this year or not, but I got a chance to get his autograph a lot last year. We got a checklist, so that's a bummer. We got B.J. Surhoff. He was, I believe, the first overall pick. I don't know if he still does. He signed fan mail pretty recently, so I might have to do that. Here's a Yankee sticker. So that's too bad that counts as a card. So far, we're struggling a little bit. Mike Greenwell, I think he's signing fan mail. Which Doug Drabek, he was a pretty good pitcher. These are really good cards to go after if you want to do through the mail autographs, which is a good time to get into through the mail if you haven't done it yet. Norm Charlton, really good pitcher from the Nasty Boys. I believe is that another Drabek, or is that the same one? Because a lot of these guys are good through the mail, and these cards sign nicely. And everybody's looking for something to do right now, so a lot more people are signing fan mail than used to. I've had a lot of success recently with through the mail. Terry Mulholland, Greg Jeffries. We got Randy Myers. This design was in last year's Archives, 1993. We have a 94 prospect, Rich Becker. Not sure who he is. Mitch Williams, which some of you might remember Mitch Williams. I think he broadcasted for a while too. Matt Lawton, I remember him. This was Top Stadium Club, still good photography back then. Brooks Kieschnick, he I believe he was the first attempt really at a two-way player, if I'm remembering that right. I think he tried to pitch at one point and play the outfield for the Brewers. Didn't quite take. Dustin Hermanson, rookie. We got Kurt Stillwell, Al Newman, which some of these cards I remember getting as rewards at Sunday school. You answer questions right, you'd get a pack of cards from some of the junk wax. Eric Davis, really good player for the Reds. Look at that 1987 season. 37 homers, 50 stolen bases. That card's in really good shape too. But this really takes me back, kind of a throwback. It's a lot of fun. Mitch Williams again. A lot of baseball has become about prospecting and ways to make money, and this just it's kind of good, clean fun. Spend $5. There's still a 1 in 4 chance of getting a hit of some kind, but you never know what you might find in here. Good rookie, some good stuff to do through the mail with, and then you end up with a couple autographs anyway. Like Ted Power, I think he signs through the mail, so I could send that off. Got Dave Stewart, he was a good player. Diamond Kings, Tom Hume. Jay Buhner, it's a young Jay Buhner too. I think he had just gotten traded over from the Yankees not too long before. A lot of you probably remember him from the Seinfeld episode. when George Steinbrenner went to the Costanza's house and told him that George was missing, and all Frank Costanza said is, "Why'd you trade Jay Buhner?" Let's see, what do we have here? 92 Pinnacle Baseball. That's interesting. You can hear it though. I don't know how good a shape these cards will be in, but that could be fun. It's like a little bricked out right now. But they were like, "Why'd you trade Jay Buhner?" And Steinbrenner's like, "Well, my guys loved Ken Phelps bad. They kept saying Ken Phelps, Ken Phelps, Ken Phelps." And he was like, "You guys don't know what the heck you're doing." It was a funny exchange. If you don't watch Seinfeld, you should go try and find that. We got Doug Drabek again. So if Doug Drabek signs through the mail, I'm in good shape. Bobby Bowe. Those old school Pirates jerseys, they were something. Herm Winningham. Roy Lee Jackson. Alex Gordon. So far, you don't expect a ton out of here. You know, you could potentially get something big, but you don't really expect it. And we're not really getting much of anything at all in this. We're more than halfway through. So this, we may have struck out a little bit with this one. But we'll see. And so far, the rest of the pack kind of looks like some more junk wax. Like there's not a whole lot of newer stuff in here. Alan Trammell, so we at least have a Hall of Famer in there. And then pro cards. Minor league card. It's sad when the very front card may be your best card, and he's not really that big of a player. Dan Wilson, Doug Brady. There's some of these minor league cards, you might get some odd players. Like I actually have a John Elway, which is kind of interesting. Justin Morneau. Twins leaders. What do we have here? Orlando Cabrera. So if you're still watching, I appreciate it. Because, let's see, Steven Matz, which that's from 19. Heritage low number. We have, these are at least cool. I'm pretty happy about this card. As you can see, it's got the All-Star Game sticker. It's embossed on there, Washington, D.C., 2018. My wife and I went to the events at All-Star Game that year, so that's pretty cool to get. Then we have Brad Miller. He was a really nice guy. I met him in AAA. Kind of fun story about Brad Miller. He had just gotten... He was playing for, I believe it was the Louisville Bats at the time, so Cincinnati Reds. Came out of the clubhouse, signed some autographs for us, but he didn't get on the bus. And then the bus left, and we were wondering what was going on. And he said, "Well, my agent told me not to get on the bus." He didn't know where he was going. He just knew he wasn't with Louisville anymore. And there was an opt-out point in his contract. Turns out his contract was sold to the Philadelphia Phillies, and he was up to the big leagues. So we got to congratulate him for heading back to the bigs. And that was a pretty cool moment. Jamison Tyone and Jordan Zimmerman. So, not much. My favorite card from the box itself is going to be the Tim Anderson All-Star Game card. That's pretty cool. But we'll look in the pack and see what we get. It's a 1992 Pinnacle Premier. I don't know if there's any good rookies you're looking for in 92. I don't even know what type of condition these cards are in, or if they're going to be kind of bricked out for us. We've got Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton, rookie prospect. That's cool. Which these cards are actually in really good shape. That's the top to bottom isn't the greatest, but for an all black card, it's not bad centering. It's a pretty nice card. Kenny Lofton rookie card. Donald Harris. Believe this is, yes, Steve Avery. Eddie Taubensee rookie. What's that one? We got a card stuck to it. Of Jacob Brumfield. Vince Horseman. And that also is stuck to a Pat Borders. Which that Kenny Lofton came right off. That's a beautiful card. I just got to check, make sure nothing else is sticking. Tom Candiotti. John Wetland. Which I didn't realize he was with the Expos. Mark Davis. I knew he was with the Yankees. There's a Carlton Fisk. Randy Johnson with the Mariners. So that's a cool card too. Coming off of 13 and 10 years. So he's still fairly early in his career. I think he debuted in the late 80s. Andres Galarraga with the Cardinals. You don't really remember him much with anyone but the Rockies. Well, you remember him with the Expos because that's who he started with. But he ended up with the Rockies through their expansion draft when they came into the league, which would be wild if a team comes into the league now and you were to have an expansion draft. So overall, I gotta say, this Kenny Lofton rookie is pretty awesome. Pretty happy about that. I've seen some pretty dud packs come out of these pharmacy boxes, but being able to get the Lofton is pretty cool. I think to get the Pinnacle pack in there, really not a bad pack compared to some of the things I've seen, Score and Triple Play and stuff. So overall, pretty happy. I think that pack kind of saved us a little bit as far as value goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.